Extra time, 106 minutes, a World Cup final hanging by a thread. Ferran Torres, a substitute barely 45 minutes on the pitch, receives the ball, swivels and explodes it into the net. Spain are world champions, and Lionel Messi's dream of back-to-back titles shattered at MetLife Stadium. What is UP, football world? Welcome back to the World Cup Pitch Report, your home for everything World Cup 2026. I'm your host, and today, Day 39, July 19th, 2026, we are recapping the match that ends it all. One game, the World Cup final, Spain versus Argentina. One goal, 120 minutes of drama. Let's break it all down. Today, we had one match. But what a match it was, the 2026 FIFA World Cup final at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Spain 1-0 Argentina after extra time. Goal, Ferran Torres, 106th minute, assisted by Nico Williams. Red card, Leandro Paredes, after the final whistle. Here's how it unfolded. Spain came into this final as the neutrals' favourites. Unbeaten through the entire tournament, they had conceded just one goal across the whole competition. Argentina, the defending champions, driven by a 39-year-old Lionel Messi in what will surely be his final World Cup, were determined to make history with back-to-back titles. The first half was tense and tactical. Spain controlled possession, their usual tiki-taka with a modern pressing edge. Argentina sat deep, defended with incredible discipline, and Emiliano Martinez, what a goalkeeper, kept them level. Messi had flickers, a couple of sharp moments, half spaces between Spain's lines, but the Spain backline snuffed everything out. Into the second half, Spain ramped up the pressure. Lamine Yamal went close, a driven effort that Dibu Martinez clawed away with his fingertips. Spain had an expected goals of 1.94 from 20 shots. Argentina, just 0.2, 2 attempts. 2. It felt like Spain would eventually break through, and they did in extra time. Nico Williams surged down the left, cut inside, and rolled a low ball across the box. Ferran Torres, on as a 62nd minute sub, met it first time and blasted it past Martinez. 1-0 Spain, 106 minutes. Argentina threw everything forward in the final minutes, but Spain's rearguard was a fortress. The referee blew the whistle. Spain are world champions for the second time, and then, ugly scenes at the final whistle. Leandro Paredes squared up to Gavi, pushed Eric Garcia by the throat, and was shown a red card. Not the ending Argentina, or Messi, deserved. Now let's talk about the goal. The only goal of the 2026 World Cup final. Number 1, Ferran Torres, 106th minute. Where do you start? Nico Williams gets the ball wide on the left in the second period of extra time. Argentina are exhausted and they've defended for 106 minutes. Williams drives at his man, beats him on the outside with that burst of electric pace and checks back inside. He rolls a low cross across the 6-yard box, and Ferran Torres meets it first time with his right foot. It's clean, it's clinical, and it beats Emi Martinez at his near post. What makes this even more remarkable? Torres had been struggling for form this tournament. He hadn't scored a single goal in the group stage or knockout rounds before this moment. Luis de la Fuente threw him on as an attacking option, and Torres repaid that faith in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. Ice, cold. Number 2, Lamine Yamal's denied masterpiece, 74th minute. This should have been the goal of the tournament. Yamal receives the ball 25 yards out, takes one touch to set himself, and drives a curling effort towards the top right corner. Emiliano Martinez, who was absolutely extraordinary tonight, somehow gets fingertips to it and deflects it wide. Emi Martinez finished this World Cup final with 10 saves. 10. He set a new record for saves in a single World Cup final, and somehow Argentina still lost. That tells you everything about how relentlessly Spain pressed. Number 3. Messi's final moment, 89th minute. With Argentina chasing the game in normal time, a long diagonal reaches Messi in the box. He kills it on his chest, spins and fires goalward, but it's straight at Unai Simon, who holds comfortably. And somehow, that feels like the perfect metaphor for Messi at this tournament. Still brilliant, still the greatest, but Spain were just too good. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Leandro Paredes, red card, after the final whistle. The argument has two sides. On one hand, Argentina just lost a World Cup final in extra time. Emotions are running high. You've just watched your dream of back-to-back titles evaporate. Some people will say, Let them have their moment, let them vent. On the other hand, Paredes didn't just push. He grabbed Eric Garcia by the throat. He launched himself at Gavi. There were punches thrown. This was ugly. This was dangerous. And on the world's biggest stage representing your nation, that behaviour has no place. My verdict? The red card was absolutely correct. FIFA should also look at others involved. Football is an emotional sport, but there is a line, and Argentina crossed it badly. It diminishes what could have been a graceful Messi farewell. What do you think? Should Paredes face a retrospective ban? Drop it in the comments and let me know. And here's the thing, there is no tomorrow. Not for World Cup 2026. The tournament is over, the ball has been lifted. Spain are world champions. The 2026-27 club season gets underway in August. The Champions League qualifiers start in just 3 weeks. And the next World Cup, that's 2030. Hosted across 6 continents, with centenary matches in Uruguay and Argentina. For Spain, this is the golden generation delivering on their promise. Lamine Yamal, just 19, is already a World Cup winner. Imagine what 2030 could look like for him. For Argentina, the post-Messi era begins now. The torch will pass. Argentina will rebuild. For Messi himself, at 39 years old, this was his final World Cup. He finishes as the all-time World Cup record scorer with 14 goals across his career. What a player, what a legend. We may never see his like again. That is a wrap on World Cup 2026 and on the World Cup Pitch Report's daily coverage. From day one at the Estadio Azteca all the way to the final at MetLife, thank you for riding this journey with us. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. We'll be back for every major tournament. Leave your World Cup final reaction in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Adios and vamos España.